Last time on Fantasy Adventure Machine.
Can we go rescue Vic now?
Just for all of your information, there is a time anomaly.
Vic would want us to fix this time anomaly.
I'll drop off the others and then you and I can go back and do some scouting.
As you come out of the vortex, you see these strange, wispy figures.
Chaos, was this a bad idea? What is that?
You see, if they listen and obey everything, then they don't have free will.
Jake, I reckon we've got about 3 seconds before those things bust out of there and make like crocs on us.
The room door bursts open, and these humans start shambling out and into the hallway. The elevator feels cramped with 4 people in it. As you slowly move upwards towards the first floor, there's a shake and a loud clanging noise from below. Jake looks at the floor as if he can see through it. What was that?
I don't know, Jake. It might be your raging army of zombie super agents, mate.
You think they got through?
Yeah, seems like a really good decision to make those in the first place. Awesome! Love to die now.
Yeah, can we go back to the part of this whole thing where I was in the middle of a raging bushfire? Because I felt safer there.
Honestly, same.
You were pretty safe actually, because we just
YOLO!
claw you off the back of a flying kangaroo or some crap. I just remember taking a selfie with Shah.
Yeah, you're seriously like, nothing is real. None of this is real. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. From inside the elevator, you can hear the skittering in the elevator shaft beneath you. It gets closer.
Are they climbing up the walls of the elevator shaft? Oh crap! Does this thing go any faster? You got like a super speed button?
Yeah, you thought you got out of the horror episode, but you didn't.
Dan, is there any kind of panel on the top that we can see?
Ooh, roll me a notice.
+4. I think that's the best notice roll I've ever had.
You see the shit out of that panel.
You do. There is a panel. You're looking for a panel that opens up so you can get on top of the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Zoo, there's a panel right there, and, we need to all get up it, and you're the only one that's tall.
Zoo reaches up and attempts to pop open the panel.
Okay, it is a little stuck. Roll me a physique roll.
I got a +3.
After a little bit of struggle, you're able to get it, and then it opens up.
Awesome. I turn to Shah and I say, do you mind? And I gesture that I'm going to give her a boost up.
And she takes the boost.
I interlock my hands.
Yeah, it's
have
like
her
a
step on it.
cheerleader boost. It's fine.
Yeah, and I basically just pop her up through the top of the elevator.
Char's living her bring it on dreams.
And then I turn to Van Helsing and I look quizzically at him and I say, you reckon you could do that, or do you want me to lift you up there, Doc?
Char holds out a hand to help pull other people up.
Ask him if he wants a box or if he'd rather have you describe it to him.
What?
I am not sure that we will be safer on top of the elevator than we would inside.
Dan, you don't recognize that guy?
Oh.
Dan.
I need your fantasy card.
Do we even know each other?
Would you like me to describe it to you?
Oh,
would you rather I
okay.
find you a box?
Okay. Loader. Okay.
With the
Thanks.
accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it. Sorry.
So this is actually, the doctor raises a good question because they're in the shaft.
Char puts her head into the little hole box thing and says, first off, there's very little room between the sides of the elevator and the elevator shaft. Second off, I plan on having us jump off of it onto the top, and then, it needs to crash. It needs to go down.
Oh shit, I like this plan. Come on, Doc, let's go.
You forget that I am an old man, and this seems like a good way to die.
I lift him halfway through that sentence. I grab him around the waist. I just lift him up through the hole to Shah.
Perfect.
Nathan looks like, man, screw all of you. And then I give Jake Balm a boost as well.
Whoa.
And then I sort of just like jump half a foot and grab onto the thing and pull myself.
I help pull you up.
Think about stepping on your fingers.
Okay. Up outside, Jake goes, no, whoa. No, what are we doing again?
We have to jump.
Onto what?
Onto the opening where the elevator would open.
But it's going to be closed, and we're going to... But it's going to...
No, the doors are on the elevator.
I would like someone to roll me a what's in my surroundings roll. If you want to give Jake the teamwork, then and he can
let's give it
notice
to him because I have a -1. But I have a +2 on notice, so I give him a boost.
Yeah, I give him a boost too because I have a +1.
Okay.
So would Van Helsing.
So with that, Jake rolled a 5 to notice.
Yes.
And he kind of looks around and he's like, I think there's a problem with your plan here. Are you trying to trap the zombies underneath or something? Because, if you look around, I mean, there's a ladder right there. And just then you see a zombie, you see their head poke up as they're climbing the ladder faster than the elevator is moving.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I wanted the elevator to crash to the ground and smash them.
Oh, no, that's a pretty good plan right there. But
okay, so
how are we going to get out once the elevator...
is beginning to change into Bethel. And I think I'm probably going to exceed the weight limit of the elevator pretty soon. And so I say, guys, I'm getting big. Get on the damn ladders. And I sort of shove you all towards the ladders.
How do bears do on ladders?
Wait a second.
Great.
Hold up.
Okay. So basically what I'm trying to do is gain the bulk without actually having my hands transform so that I can think like Animorphs, how when they got better at it, they sort of were able to control what part of their bodies changed at once. So I know I'm going to have to roll for this, but
yes.
The plan is to get big and break the elevator somehow so it drops, while maintaining the ability to use an opposable thumb.
You want to be a grizzly bear with human hands.
I should have just gone with gorilla. What was I thinking?
Yes.
Using my animal affinity, Dan, to get a +2 to law.
Okay.
I'm going to try and do this.
Go ahead and try.
Dan's like, I've made the DC 10.
I did not do very well. So I got -1 on the dice. And +4, so I got a +3.
Okay.
A +3.
Wow.
Would you like to succeed with a severe consequence?
I mean, it's either that or I'm f***ed, right? It's succeed with a severe consequence or fail, Dad. I think I will succeed with a severe consequence.
Okay. Your severe consequence will come later. You don't know what it is yet.
Great.
These are my favorite kinds of consequences.
I'm concerned. I mean, does that mean I'm going to be stuck as a grizzly bear with human hands? Because that's terrifying.
Every time you turn to Bethel from now on, you're going to have human hands.
No, that would be such a weakness. That would suck.
But then you can hold a gun. Think of it.
He has the right to bear arms.
Okay, so I'm getting big. Obviously, the elevator starts to groan, and just at the last, it comes to a near complete stop, and I grab the rung of the ladder just as the cables snap, and the elevator plummets beneath me, with me gripping on for dear life to this giant.
Could everyone else roll an acrobatics check now?
Acrobatics?
It would be a, hey, crap, Keith did something stupid, and now I have to react quickly or else die roll.
Hey, I warned everyone. Everybody should have a +1 advantage, because I warned them.
So that is athletics.
Please. Yes! +5!
So, I just want to say, I feel like you guys have been making a lot of bad decisions. And I've not been able to do anything about it, and now I rolled a -3, so...
Van Helsing, would you like to roll up a new character real quick?
I think that Shar should be able to help Van Helsing since Shar got a +5.
You also have this huge bare ass to grab onto.
Yeah, Nathan, grab my bare ass.
How did Jake Baum do?
I've been afraid to
Jake
roll.
Bob.
That is actually pretty good. I rolled a 2, so it's not pretty good. It's fair.
Dan, can I roll athletics as well? But my athletics is just to like try and catch Van Helsing.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, this time not so bad. I got a +5 on athletics.
That's really good. So, would you like to describe how you catch Van Helsing?
So as he is like dropping past me, I just like release one hand and I grab him, and I'm this, I'm 9-foot grizzly bear, so I've got a pretty big wingspan. And so I snatch him up by like his lapels or whatever, and like sort of do a one-arm pull-up to get him up to my body. And I say, grab onto me, Doc, grab on.
But you're a bear.
I mean, Nathan, you can at least sleep at night knowing that you really had no way of avoiding this thing.
Well, I'm grateful for your hand. So I say, let's all eat a better breakfast next time.
Okay.
Very sound advice.
I start pulling us up the ladder with Jake Bomb's portly ass in front of my bare face.
I'm leading everyone.
Yes, you're gallivanting up the ladder.
Yeah, because I had a good roll.
So Dan, are they still behind us, or did the elevator hit them on the way down? What are we dealing with?
Okay, actually, who's going to look down to see?
I feel like I looked down when I caught Dr. Van Helsing from the air.
So as you look down, you couldn't count how many because you weren't paying attention to that, but there are some of these super soldiers coming up the ladder towards you.
Move it, everyone, move it! Ooh, is there a fiery explosion at the bottom?
This is the question of how realistic are we being? Because there's the range from a grizzly bear would not actually break the cables on a government elevator to a secret underground lab, to the next level down, which is elevators have fail-safes, so they wouldn't actually fall if you broke the cables anyway.
This was a non-regulation elevator. This was an under...
To the elevator will explode when it hits the bottom for no explainable reason.
This is the 1960s.
Yeah, Logan.
So it's weaker, they haven't got the regulation stuff. But I agree, there's nothing flammable inside an elevator or at the
It
base
just
of an elevator,
smashes.
so it shouldn't really explode. I'm just wondering, okay?
This is the elevator that is responsible for all of the regulations that were written for elevator safety after work.
Nice.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
I knew we should not have built the elevator cable out of shoestrings. This
We
was a
are the
mistake.
reason for the don't
I
ride the
see that
T-Rex
now.
skeleton sign. This is what we do in history.
What museums are you going to? Those sound like really a bust.
Yeah, once you do it once, they really crank down on it.
Okay, as you start climbing the ladder as quickly as you can, you hear the elevator crash at the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Shar whispers, nice.
But
I whisper, move!
I don't know why you're whispering.
I don't either. I just want to move.
She's trying to conserve her air so that she can climb faster.
Oh, okay. So as you're climbing, you can hear the soldiers beneath you. Each rung echoes in the hollow chamber as they are climbing up.
You are supposed to be this kind of Goliath, but still they gain.
Amazing.
I'm impeded by those above us. Doc, come on. Give me a break.
No, I just want to ask, what was the next part of the plan?
Run. Faster.
Does anyone
where?
have a gun they could use? I wonder who has a gun and who's not actually climbing and using their hands.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you freak. Keep your human hands on the ladder. I am going to shoot at them. And I do.
Wait, is he climbing with one hand or both hands, or how are you holding on and shooting?
He's got one hand on Zoomin and one hand on his gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my shoulders around
Okay.
it. Oh, okay, that was a good roll. That's +3, and my shoot is +1, so that's 4.
Nice. Wow, I think that's the best shot that you've ever shot.
I think so.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Okay. As you shoot into the shoulder of the super soldier below you, letting you gain just a little bit more ground.
Keep climbing, and I will keep shooting.
So he regains his composure and starts climbing towards you again.
I shoot at him again.
There is no limit.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's 6 + 6, because I have 2 of them. And that is a +2 this time.
Okay. So that one actually just barely misses. You see it kind of just shoot right down his back, but you see it miss. And then you hear it down below ping against the elevator mess that you caused. Just want to remind you that. Actually, not you, but someone else on your team.
I wonder how many poor government employees were down there and are now trapped with zombies.
Suman, you might want to start climbing faster.
Tell Shah, she's at the top.
My dudes, I am climbing very fast.
Okay, is there a huge gap between Shah and Jake?
No.
Okay, then my comment stands.
Hey, I just rolled another +3 and I have a +2 for athletics, so I have a 5 for climbing. So I'm doing fine, guys.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
We need an exit strategy. So, like,
Yeah.
is a door open? What's the deal?
So the way elevators work is when the elevator reaches the door's open.
Right.
And I've been
I
trying
understand.
to figure out what
We're
the
gonna
heck are you
punch
going
the
to
door
do.
with Keith Suman's hands.
Well, I was imagining it like how in Star Wars they always hit like the door panel and then it either like stays permanently open or permanently closed. Whichever one it's not. So I was figuring it would be like that kind of moment where you like shoot it and then it opens, like Star Wars.
So we're assuming that there is a secret panel on the inside of the shaft, which is also going to be eradicated because of this thing that we've done, that will automatically ping the doors open.
Totally.
But as you're watching the super soldiers, they're getting closer and closer. One of them reaches a hand out, and it is almost about to grab Zuman's leg.
Suman, right hop this time. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Turn it up.
Instinctively, Zuman does like a kickball change motion with his legs and like swipes at one of the super soldiers.
Okay, roll me a check for that.
Nathan,
I know that's not what it's
that might
actually
be
called.
my favorite
but
joke that you've
I
ever
refuse to
made.
learn. That's a +6 for Cha-Cha Real Smooth.
And if it can be paired with a Dr. Van Helsing, are you shooting at him?
Yeah, I'll shoot at him. I mean, I'm assuming, like, I've got a revolver with 6 shots. If it was real life, I would just shoot them all, and then I'd be out of bullets.
No more bullets.
Go ahead and roll a shoot. I want to see if this goes in tandem here. This works together.
Okay, that's a +3 again. I'm actually rolling legendarily high on my shots.
So that right there is enough to hit. So that hits the other shoulder, and the zombie kind of falters, but with Zuman's kick to the face, it loses its grip and falls into the other zombies below, dragging them down with him.
Yes.
With that, we're actually going to go to Effie and Chaos to see how they're doing in the past. Effie, as you're compelled to return to the ship, the apparitions start diving towards you.
Evasive maneuvers! Evasive maneuvers!
Hey, please roll me an evasive maneuvers roll.
4.
That's not bad. So where are you trying to go?
Get back to the time ship.
So are you jumping down to the street below?
No, I'm flying.
Hurry, brain-controlled Effie. We have to get back to the future.
So as you're flying through the air, you see the apparitions are actually just barely missing you as you're flying and twirling around and doing somersaults, but they are still behind you and now quickly gaining ground.
Making my way towards chaos. Flying fast and I'm time ship bound.
This has now been Fantasy Adventure Machine, the musical.
Do we make it to the ship?
You are still being chased. So, Chaos, Would you roll me I don't have tunnel vision roll.
Sure. The thing you should know about Chaos is that he does have tunnel vision. -1.
Cool. Roll me an evasive maneuvers roll for your ostrich using drive.
Actually have something Chaos has been working with since these were identified as time entities that he might like to try and pull off right now, which might be why he didn't see the time thing in front of him.
Temporal apparition.
Yes. So we all know this ostrich has a nuclear core that is actively leaking radiation.
Directly into your junk, yes.
I am now afraid to know.
I thought
where
you
this
fixed
is
this.
going.
Did you not fix this?
He did not.
How is this not the first priority that you had?
He's a
There's
teenager.
just been a nuclear reacting ostrich on our ship this whole time.
And Beth has just been taking care of it quietly.
Beth did have it in a shielded container. We did establish that.
Okay.
It's not like I've been actively irradiating the crew until now. So Chaos is working with this nuclear core to exude a particular kind of radiation known as chronoton particles.
Ooh. Is this real science?
No, not at all, but it is Star Trek science.
Okay, I like it.
Chronoton particles are used as the magic fix-all for time issues in actually just a lot of sci-fi. The idea is that as he's been modifying the ostrich, it will create a bubble that drives off temporal phantoms.
Okay. Roll me a tech roll.
Ah! Okay, that's very cool. We still can't roll a positive to save our lives. But that is okay, because we are hacking the planet. Let's put it to 6.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Would you like to describe what this bubble looks like and how it's activated?
Yes. So Chaos is heads down in the ostrich with a panel open on its neck, sticking wires different places, messing with his power glove, typing in things really quickly, and then he says, "Aha!" and looks up, and there is a time ghost in front of him, and there is a sound that comes out of the ostrich, and a wave of rippling blue energy extends out of the ostrich.
Okay, so it's a rippling of blue energy. How far away is it? And is it an actual bubble?
Yeah, it's a bubble.
Like, how far away from you is it?
Oh, no more than 15 feet.
Okay, you see that it actually ripples out and then bubble closes halfway through the temporal apparition, and it seems to be stuck for a moment, but then it turns into mist and then disappears.
I think I solved the problem. I'm just talking to myself because I brainwashed my companion. I could talk to you, ostrich. What's your name? Aussie. Aussie the ostrich. You're a good
Didn't you name him
ostrich.
something else last time?
I don't know. That was so long ago.
So, the ship is in sight, just ahead. But Effie, you see right from the corner of your eye another temporal apparition dive bombing you. Would you like to roll another evasive maneuvers check for that?
No, I'm not going to evasive maneuvers.
Oh, really?
I would like to do a barrel roll. Is that what
Do
it's
a
called?
barrel roll.
Like an alligator or a crocodile.
Or a star fox.
And grab it and throw it away so it can't get chaos. Deflect.
Deflect it?
With my cyborg hand, which hopefully will not be damaged by temporal energy.
Okay, roll me a barrel roll deflect roll.
Physique?
It would fall under athletics because it's part of the barrel roll, and you're
Okay.
just deflecting it. And you know there's difference between grabbing and throwing and deflecting.
4.
Okay.
I see the flash of the temporal apparition coming towards me and in the direction of chaos. So I turn in a barrel roll type motion over while still in the middle of the air. Star-Lord would be very proud. And grab the apparition and shove it to alter the angle of its trajectory away from us.
You notice that it didn't have any effect on your hand or your cyborg arm. Its angle is deflected. As you make it into the ship, Chaos, you make it there first. Effie is right in tow.
Beth, warm up the time drive. We're coming in hot.
I want to turn and guard the door.
Okay. See a whole bunch of temporal apparitions start to come towards, but they've slowed down and they're floating menacingly towards the ship.
All right, Chaos clicks a bunch of switches, pats his ostrich. You're my only real friend. After I wiped my other friend's mind, and everyone else is in a different timeline, and Vic won't come back with us, and I just need someone to understand.
The temporal apparitions start to act like they're going to come through the door. So we're going to do this in kind of a turn order. So if Chaos is trying to start the ship up, temporal apparitions are trying to get through the door to Chaos. So go ahead, Guardian. Guard it.
Am I still mind wiped?
You're still in attack mode.
That's fair. How many of them are coming at me?
There are currently 5 that are trying to get through the door.
Is the ostrich's bubble still up?
The ostrich is too far away right now.
However, it is in range to mess with the time ship taking off, which will be exciting.
Yes, it is. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay. I will make my arm into a flat blade shape and rotate it around crazy from my elbow like a fan.
General Grievous.
Yeah,
Hello
there you
there.
go.
Hello there.
Evacuate, eliminate, evacuate, eliminate.
Okay, roll me a fight roll for that.
Oh, good. I got 2.
Brain-controlled Effie sounds like Dr. Van Helsing in the morning.
At least we know
After
that
his
you're a
prune
regular.
juice?
Yep. He's a regular, Doc.
Okay.
Wow.
One of the temporal apparitions tries to get through you, but is deflected by your fan. Chaos, what are you trying to do right now?
Chaos is trying to bring the ship into the future.
Go ahead and roll me a drive for that.
Drive!
As Chaos is trying to do that, he hears Beth, and Beth says, Chaos, I can't believe that you would say you don't have any friends when I'm right here the whole time.
Oh,
focus on the
Beth,
important stuff, Beth.
yeah, Beth considers him a friend, or thinks that she's his friend. I don't know if it's sad or nice.
It's a great question for everyone involved. So that's just a 1.
Okay, the time ship.
I mean, it can be a temporal ship. That's kind of the same thing as a time ship.
Yeah, it is. It starts to kick over, but then it lurches forward. You can physically feel it lurching forward and then stalls.
He stole the time.
Now remember, when you're releasing the clutch, you have to put the gas in.
Yeah, you gotta find the friction point on the clutch, Chaos, and then as you feel that rumble, start to give it a bit of gas.
Does anybody have jumper cords? Beth, can we do like an analysis of why the ship won't start?
Maybe if you had the power of friendship, it would start. Maybe if you weren't so attached to your ostrich, it would be okay. But I can see where your priorities lie. Chaos.
I love Salty Beth so
I
much.
know.
I don't know if this is fair. Listen, I have not touched this ostrich, and I've been inside you for weeks.
Oh my gosh, no.
What?
Veto.
On board, on
Veto.
board.
Veto.
What are you guys freaking out about? Goodness. Listen, it's just that sometimes I need something a little bit smaller than what you are, and I've got to take the ostrich out, and the ostrich got some oxygen, and it's fine, but there's like these temporal
Chaos.
wibbly wobbly
If you would
things
just
that are...
pay attention to what I am saying instead of defending yourself from me, then you would see that the ostrich is the reason that I can't start. The ostrich is the problem. It has to be locked away in its containment unit, or I cannot function.
Oh.
Also, I'm talking like Van Helsing.
It's fun, isn't it?
It is. It's also easier.
Now slide into an Australian accent and everything will be completed.
I cannot do an Australian accent to save my life.
It's okay, neither can I.
Oh, man.
Is it fair to say that I'm probably getting overwhelmed at the door? Or
Pretty soon.
Yeah, I was enjoying their conversation, but
Sorry.
it is the temporal apparition's turn. So you have your fan up. Roll me a defend as they're trying to fly through you.
is defend an actual skill? Or...
No.
Okay.
I was thinking defense like in football because...
Yeah. Defense. I get it. I'm just gonna say it's athletics. 3.
So you're trying to move your fan in the way. I actually succeeded with style to get past you.
Oh, damn.
They're trying to get past, but they're deflected by your fans, and you realize too late that this was a tactic they're using to draw your attention away from the two that slipped through and into the time ship.
They're learning. They remember.
I wonder, is it important that you said fans? Because I thought about trying to make a fan with my leg also, but then I was like, no, it's too weird.
Amazing.
Yeah, that becomes too weird. That's when it's weird.
That's where Effie draws the line.
Okay, so now I'm surrounded, so I can ask for help. Chaos, Beth, help, Time Ghost.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Time goes
sorry.
coast to coast. All right.
Surrounded.
Effie, it is your turn. So if you'd like to try and do something about it.
So there's 2 behind me.
And three
three
in front.
outside.
Yes, 3 still trying to get through.
Okay. And they wouldn't be affected at all by fire? Like even scared away?
I can't really tell you that. I mean, you can
What do you
try
think it
it.
is? Frankenstein's monster?
I just want to scare them far enough back that I can shut the door.
With the 2 inside.
Yeah. I feel like they can walk through the wall, so... Can they go through the wall? Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing.
No one does. It's okay.
Do any of us know?
No, we don't.
After asking for help, I want to grab onto the top of the door frame and maybe some fire will come out of my rocket boot. I don't know. As I am trying to scurry with my magnetized cyborg arm across the ceiling to drop behind the 2 that were behind me. So they'll be inside, but I will get behind them.
Okay, this has got to be a really amazing roll. Because that is a lot.
Can I use pursuit mode activated?
You're not pursuing anyone at the moment.
I am.
To overcome actions
I am
with
being pursued and I am pursuing
precarious environment.
the ceiling.
And you're really trying to sell this.
I'm pursuing the 2 that went behind me while being pursued by the 3 that are outside the door on the ceiling, which is generally considered precarious. Ask spiders. And scorpions, which I have read, sometimes fall off of the ceiling and land on you while you're sleeping.
Horrifying.
That's cool, I guess.
I'm fine.
I like that less than spiders.
We're all fine here now. How are you? Oh goodness.
Don't worry, Dan. I don't think there's any scorpions like that where you live. Just don't move to Las Vegas.
Okay, but it still has to be an amazing roll.
Well, let's see. I rolled a 3, plus I already have 3, so that's 6 plus 2, which is 8.
Okay. Would you like to succeed with a minor consequence?
Yes, I would.
Told you it had to be amazing. Okay, so you're able to get between those 2 temporal apparitions inside the ship. So you're now like right between those 2. And the others are still coming in at the moment.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Did I spray the ones outside with some rocket fire?
Yes, actually. Yeah, you were able to spray them and you were able to slow them down a bit.
Okay, as I see that I have become surrounded and that the ship's interior is become exposed to the temporal apparitions, I grab the top of the door frame and pull myself up, and then I raise my feet to launch myself backward, and as I do, I spray the 3 temporal apparitions that are outside with fire from my rocket boot, push myself off the doorframe with my feet, and I try to use my hand to like scramble across the ceiling like a spider, but end up just doing basically like a really big backflip. Because of that, I land between them instead of behind both of them like I had planned. But I still look like a complete circus badass.
Awesome. Chaos, it is your turn. What are you doing now?
Who would have thought that having an unshielded nuclear reactor just like with you would cause so many problems?
I could have told you, Chaos.
All right, Ostrich, Aussie, Bernard, whatever your name is, go lie down and turn off. Bad ostrich. Bad.
Ostrich.
Do you whack it with a newspaper?
Spray it with a spray bottle.
Does it have sentience? No, it didn't have sentience.
No, it doesn't. It definitely does not. Chaos is just in total spaz mode after brainwashing his friend
That checks out. That checks out.
and being chased by time monsters.
Okay. So
the ostrich he punches in some commands on his power glove, and the ostrich raises its wings, hisses a little bit, sits in the corner, fluffs its wings out, and then turns off, and its beak just clangs on the floor.
that blue energy that was radiating out of it kind of shimmers and then disappears. And now it is the temporal apparition's turn, who are going to, one that is past Effie is going to charge at Chaos.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me a matrix dodge or something.
We are excited to hopefully get our first positive roll of the night.
And we're a royal we.
Logan and Chaos.
This is why I say, if you're rolling dice, you've already lost. Anyway, that was a 3. I did get a +1.
Oh, that is good. I got a 3.
Oh, good. Tie goes to the runner, right?
Yes, it does.
So,
Yeah.
so the out of time, it's bad to look at your own back of your head ghost makes a dive for Chaos, and Chaos scoots his way under it on his knees with his laser skates kicking, and ends up with his hand on the lever for Beth's time drive.
Okay. Effie, the ghost that's between you and the door that you blocked is going to attack you. It claws at you with its gnarly hands.
What do you dodge with?
Athletics.
5.
Nice. Do you want to describe how you dodge out of its way perfectly?
I spin around it like it's a hip-hop dance.
Okay.
So it comes at me with its arms out like it's doing the Thriller, and I'm like, nope, that's not the dance we're doing, and then I spin to the side.
Okay. The other 3 move just inside the door. It is now Effie's turn.
I want to put my arm out now that I'm to the side of it and turn it into a large shovel and see if I can push it towards the door.
Okay. Roll me. That would be more of a physique.
2.
Nice. Okay. So you're able to create a shovel and shovel it away from the captain.
Which is Chaos.
Yes.
Chaos appreciates this.
I have to throw you a bone every once in a while. Okay, Chaos. What do you do on your turn?
Chewie, punch it!
We try to start the time ship again.
Okay, roll me a drive.
Hey, 3.
Nice. You feel the vibration as the ship starts up and rises into the air. And then the wormhole opens up, or time hole, some hole.
No,
Never
let's
mind.
be
Cut
specific.
that,
Let's be
please.
specific about the hole, please.
This one time about this one thing is actually quite important.
Okay. The temporal vortex opens up before you. And as the ship enters the temporal vortex, the temporal apparitions disappear as if blew out a candle.
Are we flying with the door open?
Yes, you are.
Is that dangerous?
Everything that is not currently bolted down is now flying out the window. And Chaos, please roll me a hold on to dear life roll. Effie, I presume that you have some magnetic thing in your shoe. So
Dan's just like, I'm not even gonna try.
Okay, physique. Aha.
Couldn't they just ask Beth to close the door?
they could.
That's a good idea.
But Chaos, go ahead. What'd you get?
I don't think it's important.
Just start yelling at Beth to close the door.
So I did roll What have I said about rolling dice?
That if you have
Rolling-
to roll dice, then you've already lost.
That's right.
-2.
Okay. You are currently flying towards the door. Is there anything you want to do quickly?
Chaos opens his arms and into a perfect T pose and reaches out and says,
Beth, close the door!
for a second, he just thought about closing his eyes and letting his god abilities save him and maybe absorb energy in the time void. Like Superman, all the time Superman does a Christ thing, but he decided at the last minute that was a bad plan.
Okay. The door closes at the last minute. You slam against it, taking a hit of stress.
Yep, reasonable.
Now, Chaos, if you don't say that I am your best friend, then I'm going to open the door again.
Yeah, okay. That feels like extortion. Do friends do extortion? I don't think that's a very good friend thing to do, Beth.
I have watched all American sitcoms. It is the point of friendship.
I don't think you're a good friend, Beth.
I can open this door right now, Chaos, and show you how good a friend I am.
Uncle Todd always said you have to be honest with people. That's all. I want to help you be better. Let me teach you about friendship. I'll put in my Game Boy and we can trade some version exclusive Pokemon with each other, and that's, I think, the true definition of friendship.
Hear, hear.
Chaos, if you truly can help me catch them all, then maybe I will learn the meaning of life.
We have a long way to go, but I believe we can get there as soon as I get my breath back.
As soon as you catch your breath, then we play.
Yes. Yes, I have a Growlithe for you. Do you have blue or red?
I have many buttons. I have blue and red.
That's good. I just gave away my red version, so here's a blue version. I'm gonna just stick this in your console, and then I'm gonna go lay down.
I suggest that you take some time to sleep, eat, and then be prepared, because I'm going to crush you in Pokemon.
Hey fam, sorry to interrupt these jaunts through the timeline with something as boring as ads, but here are a few words from our sponsors.
Hello to you, people of the future. My name is Frank J. Sprague, the inventor of the modern electric elevator. I understand the people of your era loathe going upstairs or downstairs because you are horrendously out of shape as a culture. That's why you must love my elevators so much. But maybe you listen to the preceding radio show and you're worried that elevators are unsafe. Do not worry, my friends. I promise elevators are very, very safe. In fact, nobody used elevators for moving people until the first undercarriage safety brakes were created to automatically stop any out-of-control elevator cars. But maybe you missed their debut at the World Fair in 1853. That was a while ago, even for me. In fact, when a B-25 bomber crashed into the Empire State Building in 1945, severing all 8 of the braided steel ropes that hold up a modern elevator, the woman on the 75th floor survived the fall to the basement with minor injuries. Thank goodness for the massive shock-absorbing piston at the bottom of all elevators that not only cushion a fall if all 3 of the standard emergency braking systems failed, but also keep anyone from being squashed by a falling elevator. Why was I telling them this again? Commercial? What?
Hey there, folks. Sarah here, aka Charlotte Rossetti, aka Char. Thanks so much for listening.
Nathan, identity theft is not a joke.
We know there's a lot of content out there to consume.
Are you kidding me?
So the fact that you have taken this time to bear with our ragtag group as we gallivant across the universe means a lot. If you'd like to just subscribe on your listening platform and or leave an iTunes review, we would really appreciate it. And don't forget to follow and share our content on social media, where you can find us as Fantasy Adventure Machine.
That doesn't even sound like me.
It doesn't matter.
Metal grates against metal as the elevator doors slowly open. Char's hand claps against the floor as she starts to pull herself out of the elevator shaft and onto the ground level.
This is bad.
Alright, well, Van Helsing is still, on my shoulders, so I just, shove Jake up and through the door.
He's a bit surprised as
He just flies.
it feels almost like he's moving in an elevator again as you shove him up a little bit and through the door, and then he plops down in front of Charlotte.
I'm just imagining portly Jake Bob being like, boop, boop. Anyway,
Well,
okay.
Jake, if I'm being honest, I think you royally f***ed that one up.
They weren't supposed to do that. And we had them, they were supposed to follow our orders and work for us to help us win the war against communism, no?
Yeah, so here's the deal. Anytime you try and take away free will, there's usually someone evil behind it. And you might not be evil, but I might as well lump you in with all those evil guys because you tried to take away free will.
To be honest, I am glad that these people revolted against you. It was going to be very hard to convince you that this was a bad idea otherwise.
Guys, this is all great and all, but can you have this conversation when you're not straddled to my back, Doc?
Yeah, Char looks around and tries to see if there is a fire alarm that she can pull.
Okay, roll me is there a fire alarm around so you can pull roll?
+2, I rolled a 0.
Okay.
You see a sign that says, in case of fire, yell fire.
You see a fire alarm down the hall.
Char picks herself up, dusts off the front of her pants and sprints down to the fire alarm and pulls it, all the while yelling for everyone to get out of the building.
Okay. I know there's a roll for that. See if they listen to you. Rapport.
Zoo tries to shift back into human form before people come out.
Okay. Go ahead and shift
Wait,
back.
I thought I was still on your shoulders.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, well, you're not getting off. I can't wait for you, man. I can't be a grizzly bear when people come out of here.
I'm strongly built. Are you sure that regular Zoo will be able to hold me?
Zoo gently and gingerly grasps Van Helsing off his back with his human hands and places him on the ground and then begins to shift. Ready to roll, Dan?
No, just go ahead and shift.
Okay, I'm shifting.
So this is when the consequence comes into play.
Oh, of course.
As you shift
am I
back
gonna be
into
a
your human
with
hands.
bear claws?
Yes.
Oh,
You are now a human with bear claws.
No!
I look down at my huge grizzly bear claws coming out of, my regular human forearms, and I just sigh. Now that's a knife. I try to put my hands in my pockets and tear through my coat.
Oh, now you have one less coat in your wardrobe.
That's okay.
So, Zoo, yeah, you found yourself in quite a predicament. We're actually going to leave you there in that predicament as we switch over to Kaos and Effie. So, Kaos and Effie, you are currently flying through the time void. You just barely escaped the temporal apparitions. Yep, that is exactly what time void theme song sounds like.
Well, the ship is flying. Chaos is got one of Effie's ponytails flipped open and is fiddling around on the inside. Like Data in Star Trek, you just like pop open some of his hair and there's a panel there.
Now, one of these circuits has to be the eliminate chaos circuit, and we're just going to fix that, and then we're going to put you back the way you were, and I promise everything's going to be fine.
Mitochondria.
See? Didn't say anything about eliminating chaos. This is going very well. I'm very sorry I don't make it up to you, but I haven't figured out how yet. Maybe we'll improve your targeting sensors. I'm not going through any sort of existential crisis for trying to, hack one of my theoretical friends who's also trying to kill me all the time. I'm okay. I am a strong, masculine man.
One time.
3 times. Twice at least.
Oh, well, one time was Dan's idea. Does that even count?
Are you talking about the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir Dungeon Master, I would like to roll to stop Effie from trying to kill me occasionally.
Okay. Roll me a roll for that.
Okay.
So are you trying to go in to Effie and actually fix the program? For good? Is that what you're trying to do, or?
I'm just specifically trying to keep Effie from targeting Chaos when she goes cyborg mode.
Oh, so you're trying to... So whenever Effie goes cyborg, she will never target Chaos again.
Yes.
I feel like this is much more invasive than hacking me to get me away from danger.
Yes, well,
Yeah, it is.
once you've gone just a little bit of the way, if you feel bad enough, you just keep going.
Okay.
That was a 6.
That was a 6. Would you like to use a fate point to hack the planet with this?
No, I don't think so. Hold on. How many do I have left?
This is very specific, what you're trying to do.
I only have 1 fate point left, and I haven't saved everyone else from robots yet, so...
Okay.
So we're just going to stick with the 6.
And now she doesn't want to hunt you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, it's an all chaos killing spree.
So you got into the code, and as you were perusing through the code, you found one folder with your name on it. And feeling a bit erratic, you just deleted that entire folder.
This was a good decision that I don't at all regret.
Good job. When Effie goes into cyborg mode, she will no longer say, eliminate chaos.
Yeah, let me channel my inner George W. Bush. Mission accomplished. And then we're going to close up Effie and wake her back up.
Vic! Vic!
Don't worry, we're going to meet up with Vic back in 1960 odd. It's going to be totally fine, because I remember the year that we're talking about.
Who are you? What have you done with Vic? Where's Vic? Where am I? How did I get here? I was rescuing Vic!
I guess that didn't go well, remember? Vic told us we had to run away. You remember this, yes?
Who are you? I don't know who you are. Why would Vic talk to you?
Huh.
Why do you know who Vic is?
In retrospect,
Why are you on Beth?
this should have been an obvious problem. Listen, you were hit during the escape and you lost some of your memory. I am your very best friend who you would never in the whole world hurt. My name is Chaos Overclock. I helped you escape.
Chaos Overclock? You're my best friend? I needed your help to escape? This is not making any sense.
Yes, well, you see, I am the Techno Messiah, and I was able to get into your system and help you move faster to avoid the time wizards that were attacking us. Anyway,
I don't know what to respond to. Techno Messiah, hacking. There's so much I can't. It's a lot to process.
But, you remember who Beth is, right?
Beth, yes. I could never forget Beth.
Okay, good. Go plug into Beth, and Beth will tell you I am a good person on your side, and everything's going to be okay, and it's not a big deal that your memory got erased. These things happen to cyborgs. Your disk drives are notoriously very buggy.
I didn't know that. I've never had a problem before. I can't believe I
That
needed
you
help to
remember.
escape. I wander down the corridor to my special closet where Beth's cords are, and I envelop myself in them. Beth, are you there, Beth?
Hello, Effie Derringer.
Oh, Beth, you remember who I am. Good. There seems to be some amnesia problem.
Amnesia? You are a cyborg. It would be impossible for you to experience amnesia unless someone erased part of your circuit board.
Oh, but the Techno Messiah said that this is common.
I do not seem to have anyone in my files called the Techno Messiah.
But Beth, he's right out there on the bridge.
Do you mean Chaos Overclock?
Oh yeah, he did say that was his name also.
And you cannot remember him?
No, I don't know who he is or how he got here. I was supposed to be saving Vic, and also I was gonna see what I look like on the back of my head.
Effie, you did all of this with Chaos. I'm going to have some discussions with him. But for now, you should rest assured that he is not here to harm you and is mostly a friend, I think.
He said that he was my very best friend.
I do believe that there is another member of this ship that would be upset if he took that title. But it is for you to decide, no one else.
You mean Shar?
Everybody wants to be Chaos's best friend. It's really frustrating. He has such a hard time choosing. Chaos just wants to be Effie's best friend so she doesn't try and kill him again.
Smart move.
So, to recap, the Techno Messiah is mostly harmless, and my best friend is still Shar.
Yes, this is correct, Effie.
You're also my best friend, Beth.
That warms my technological heart. It is called a motherboard. I actually don't know what the heart of a computer AI would be. I just assumed it would be the motherboard because that's
Probably.
what I learned from Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase, you're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game.
Effie, why don't you recharge and I shall speak with this techno messiah.
That's a good idea, Beth. Thanks for being here for me.
I will always be here to assist you with your needs. Meanwhile, on the bridge, Chaos Overclock, have you committed a crime against your fellow crew member?
Now, Beth, you know me. I don't really do crime. I'm reformed. With my rebirth as the Techno Messiah, I no longer commit petty crimes.
The only recommendation that I can give you is that you don't try to manipulate Effie, but I understand that she could kill you at any time. So, better safe than sorry.
That's not the direction I thought this conversation was going to go.
No, yeah, exactly.
I would like to see if I managed to deceive Beth or not.
Deceive Beth?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
About crime?
Yep.
So you're saying you do crime?
I have a 1 to deceive, and Beth has no skills used to avoid deceit.
To avoid, yeah, so Beth could still roll a straight roll to see if...
Yes.
So go ahead and Beth, see if you...
I got a +1.
I got a +1 as well, but I actually have a skill. So, +2.
Nice.
Now, see, there was these time ghosts, and we were escaping, and something just went kind of in, and then this happened. It was very sad. And I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure it'll come back in time.
I assume you were not successful in saving Vic.
Well, I told Jake Baum to tell Vic to come meet us in 1960-something that I still don't remember.
Chaos, are you the captain of this ship now?
Yes.
Do you remember how I have previously said I am sure that my fate will be to be stuck in the time void forever?
Yes.
I am even more assured that this will be my fate.
Don't worry, a captain always goes down with his ship.
That is not reassuring to me.
Now, set course for 1960, whatever we went to last.
You know that is not how this works, Chaos. You have to do more work than that.
Fine.
And Cass sits down at the controls and starts doing whatever time pilots do.
Nice.
Okay, roll me a do whatever time pilots do roll
Yay!
to see if we get to the right time.
-1.
Oh no.
Yay! -1. Okay, well, we'll get back to you.
What's that supposed to mean, Dan?
You do end up in 1963, where you're supposed to.
Haha, 1963, I knew it.
But not when you meant to. So I'll let you know when you come back in. So let's actually get back to Zoo, Van Helsing, and Char.
Okay, great. So can I see the super soldiers right now?
No, they're down the elevator shaft. But you can hear banging, echoing up the elevator shaft.
Okay. Can I glean any kind of scientific knowledge about them just based on my short exposure to them?
Go ahead and roll me a lore.
That is +4.
Okay, through the rumor mills, you heard about this man in his studies from Switzerland. He was looking to mix technology with human animation, and this kind of is ringing a bell, and your mind sticks to the technology aspect of it. Seeing what's been happening and what Jake has been talking about, your mind immediately goes to that piece of technology that was added to these young men and women. Whoever has control of that flea has control of the people.
I see.
And with that, you can guess that that flea has to be controlled by someone, most likely in this time period.
That is a little... I'm not French.
There is a little bug inside each and every one of these super soldiers.
Okay.
This is the result of a man who is trying to usurp the laws of God. Now, if we could just get some horse dewormer, we could...
You want them to poop the demon out. That's what you're saying.
That is the general idea, yes.
All right. Well, Doc, I mean, there's probably some wildlife, shack in Central Park. They've got carriages and all that. So this could work. They're coming up the elevator thing right now, Doc. You heard the banging. Let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah, Char's already gone.
Yeah, Shah's already gone, and I can't fight at these things with bare claws. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right, I pick him back up. You can walk. I'm just kidding. All right, so we go after Shah.
Okay, because of the fire alarm that's going on, as you're leaving the building, you are now fighting against a horde of students that are also rushing out of the building.
I use my bear claws to whack some of them forward.
Roll me a physique for that, and hope
make
you
it
don't
possible.
massacre them.
That is a +5 on physique. Wait, is high bad here? Or is this about control?
It's about control.
Okay, so +5.
Okay. Yeah. So at the touch of your bear claw, they are skittish, not knowing exactly what is touching them, and they do hurry forward or they move to the side.
Okay, make our way out.
Okay.
Good job, Zoomin.
Stroof, where has Shah gone?
Roll me a where's Waldo. I mean, where's Shar roll?
Where's Shaldo? Wait, Van Helsing, do you have notice?
No, I think +1 notice.
Me too. Alright, let's just roll. I got a -2 on notice.
Guys, it's not like I'm hiding from you.
There's university students everywhere. You basically blend right in, except you're wearing a giant hazmat suit.
Yeah, I don't blend in.
Well, I got a -2, so unless Van Helsing did better than me, we have no idea where you are.
This is what happens. You exit the building and are looking all over for Char. Looking over here, not over there. There's all these students, everything's crazy, your adrenaline is going, and suddenly you just feel this terrible silicone nylon texture as someone grabs the back of your arm, probably because Char can't reach your neck, and yells, "Where were you?"
I immediately turn and swipe my hand towards whatever's touching me because I'm terrified and my adrenaline's running. She did this to me.
He's got bare hands. I mean, what else is he gonna do?
Dan, my trouble of brawn over brain has taken over and unexpectedly violent because I'm terrified. My adrenaline's running according to Shah.
Well, I should always know better than to roleplay with Keith, because somehow he always F's it up so that it's not funny, it's terrifying!
You didn't have to make my adrenaline go rush. Okay, anyway, so I swipe backwards. What am I using, Dan?
Use...
Fight?
Go ahead and use fight. You do not get your bonus from Grizzly, though. And Shar, go ahead and roll me a athletics to dodge that.
I have a +4. I luckily rolled a +2, and I do have a +2 to athletics.
Honestly, I wish I had better news for you, but +6.
Well, Keith, if you kill off Char by the end of this campaign, I'm not going to be shocked.
Okay, sorry about that. I do 2 physical stress to Shah.
Hey, do I get any kind of extra protection because I'm in the hazmat suit?
I'll give you a buffer of +1 for that.
All right, so I have a +5.
It does tear the hazmat suit,
No.
but you do feel less of the brunt.
Okay, so that's a +5. So what do you have again, Keith?
+6, so you get a 1 shift hit against you.
Okay.
Remember, this is basically stress. He just attacked you. You feel the stress of him attacking you.
Yeah, I'm also gonna yell at you for an extra point of stress.
So
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm
This is our
jumpy.
friend.
Even though Shar only took one stress from this, she is like laying on her back on the ground, like groaning in pain, like I'm
You have
gonna
a
die.
small scratch on like your arm. And then I drop to my knees and I'm like, why? Why am I so violent?
She looks at Van Helsing and she goes, "Doc, you gotta stitch me up." And she gestures to the tear in the hazmat suit.
You know, Sarah, by the time we get here, I think everyone else might be dead.
Sha. There. I will help you. And I reach into my big
You're
medical
screwed.
bag and I pull out
Blood transfusion. Blood transfusion.
I mean it is the only, you know, if we're gonna be true to the book, it is the only thing he knows how to do.
You've seen so many movies. You cannot tell me you don't know what a band-aid is yet.
What about those things that suck the blood out? What are they
A
called?
leech?
Leech.
Leeches.
I literally
Ooh.
just wanted you to take out a needle and thread and stitch the hazmat
Yes, no,
suit.
you know what I do? I pull out a jar of leeches.
You suck. You suck.
Hey, who wants to take more physical stress?
My gosh.
I look like I'm about to offer the jar of leeches to Shar, but then I turn around and I'm gonna try really hard to put them on your bare hands to see if I can get rid of Zuman's bare hands
Oh my god.
with leeches.
Okay.
Friend Suman, your humors are not aligned.
Oh my gosh, that's so accurate. Oh my gosh.
That's because he's really read the book.
There is a thick coat of fur and the skin is very tough, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work.
Hey, leeches don't always have access to humans. You know, bears are out there in the sloggy leech
Oh, yeah.
rivers more often.
Sure.
Well, roll me a heal me some bare hands roll.
I assume that's not me.
No, that would be Van Helsing.
Yeah, let me roll. That was a good roll. I don't know what I'd use. Lore?
Yes. Lore is very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a plus. That's gonna be +4 again. Great.
Okay. So the leeches, they latch onto Azu's bare hands.
The inflection
And-
is so important.
It is. And they start sucking away. And you wait for more than a minute, and then you see his bare hands actually start to shrink back down. But it takes a while.
This
And
works? What?
You got a good roll, Keith. You got a good roll.
What the even heck?
Listen, you don't understand how your powers work. Obviously, Van Helsing does.
It's probably just a good roll with some. What's the thing where when you think it works, it works?
placebo effect.
This is a placebo effect for your brain.
It's working. It's working. They're shrinking, Doc. Quick, get more leeches. Should I hit Shah again?
Now, friend Zuman, just stay still and let the little parasites do their work.
What is happening with the super soldiers in the elevator at this point, Dan?
I don't think it matters anymore.
As you're standing there waiting and you're watching the claws actually retract back into your fingers and the hair recede back into your skin, you hear in the building distant crash.
You know, Doc, it kind of tickles, eh? What the hell was that?
I'm pretty sure that's what I was making everyone run from, so we should probably evacuate. And Shar stands up and starts running away from the building.
Zoo is sort of gingerly jogging behind you while trying to keep the leeches attached.
But they're
Now-
falling off and getting scattered all over the floor, and then your companions are stepping on them and making big bloody squelches.
Gross.
Oh.
Gross.
That was implied.
Yes. Let's run.
I mean, if we run, aren't we just like letting them get out into the population? Shouldn't we be stopping and trying
We
to
don't
stop
have any
them?
horse dewormer.
Right.
Zoo, I honestly don't know how we can stop them. So if you want to try and stop them physically, that's great. I'm gonna go see if we can, like, find someone who knows more than we do.
Actually, I bet the secret was probably where they're coming from in the lab.
I don't think we can get down there anymore.
Nope.
Do you really need an elevator to go down an elevator shaft?
There's actually tunnels that interconnect all over in this university. No, that's why we chose this place.
Well, thanks, Jake. That's really helpful to know now. Let's get to one of those tunnels. Maybe we can, like, circle back and get the research that tells us how to stop them.
Yes. Jake, I forgot you were here.
I am so glad you mentioned that.
This whole time he's watching us apply leeches to my head.
He was just
nothing.
dumbstruck.
Nothing. He said nothing the whole time.
You know those times when you watch someone from afar and they feel like a celebrity, and when you actually get close to them and you find out that they are actually not that smart or good. That's exactly what happened to Jake.
Fair.
That makes
Poor
sense.
Jake.
That makes sense.
Is there some failsafe built into these super soldiers?
Well, yeah. I mean, these super soldiers were only supposed to have like a short range transmission built in. So I don't know if someone's actually trying to control them or if they're controlling themselves. No, I don't know what happened, but it should be built into the transmission back in the base.
Ooh, does that mean if we had like some kind of gun that made it so the transmissions were messed up, that they'd calm down?
You know, Effie told me that she had one of those the other day. Too bad she's not here.
Well, I mean, there's gotta be like military personnel around. Like, there's gotta be something like that, right?
Like a signal scrambler.
Yeah, scrambler or jammer.
It stands to reason that there would be a way to stop the signal from where they came from the lab.
So you guys go do that. I'm gonna go look for a signal scrambler, and then we'll meet up somewhere not in the lab, okay?
All right, Char, whatever. If you want to do that, go. Just be safe. Don't get in trouble. We'll try and stop it from in here. You try and stop it from up here. It's gonna be all right.
Okay, bye. Have fun storming the tunnels.
I want to use my stunt face to face with duty to give you a motivational speech before you go.
Okay.
And also zoom in.
Okay.
We have got a job to do. Where we're going, none can follow. What we've got to do, they can't be of any part of. I am no good at being noble, but it does not take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday, you'll understand that. He is looking at you, kid.
Fam, thanks for listening. Grandpa Harvey's house was egged. Again. We're all going over on Thursday to help him clean it up.